I'm a little bit tentative to record me original Xbox after, the fucking debacle that was trying to get PGR recorded, but that sorted itself out after a little while, so I'm sure this will be fine. Um, so it's been a little while since I last played Rallisport Challenge 2, as we know. The last time I played it was, I think, around 2 months ago, at the time of recording this, before I went on the great winter break of 2017, as it will now be known. Before I came back, bam, came back with a vengeance, like Metal Gear, I guess. Speaking of Metal Gear, hang on. Oh, a whisper, thank you. Now get out. Alright, sorry. Little visit from the sister, but she's left the house now, so I'm good to record. Anyway, yeah, so last time I recorded Rallisport Challenge, I was doing one event per episode, and that kind of sucked for everyone involved because, it was taking like 1 minute to do a thing. I mean, unless you like really short content, but that's not me. And that's exactly what everyone else that's ever played this game has done when they played it. I'm thinking of like Rhino GT4, where they do one event in an episode and they just name it after the event. And I mean, I know that's exactly what I'm doing for TT Superbikes, but the thing is, Rhino has already played this game. So if you start searching up for that, you just find him before me, and I don't want that. I mean, I do want that. Rhino GT4 is objectively better at games than I am, but he's also better at commentating on them than I am. But I still wanna get out there, So I'm gonna do something different. Do this in the old Let's Play style, which not many people do anymore, or if they do, I haven't seen it. Which is what I do for most things that I do now. As we know, you just record and then cut it into episodes. I have done a recording session of this since I last uploaded the old thingy-mabobs. What's it called? Rallisport Challenge 2. But I deleted all those videos because I wasn't happy with them, and I can't remember why, because compared to the PGR videos that I uploaded a little while ago, those were pretty fucking stellar. So, I'm going to have to redo a couple of events that I've already done, just for the sake of keeping the continuity of the Let's Play. So, do that. Boop. Let's hit restart. Haven't really unlocked anything since last time, so... Wait, the Air Force Reserve? Huh. I have an interesting and funny story to tell about the Air Force Reserve when we get to it, but we're not there yet. So I'm going to drive the Hyundai again, because Hyundai is my rally car of choice for some reason. Yeah, I'm not so confident that the video is keeping up with the audio. Kind of like what happened when I was recording PGR. So I'll give it a quick checkup after I'm done recording this episode. Instead of going 3 without figuring it out, I'll only go 1, and then I'll figure out if I'm good to keep going or not. And if not, I'm really not sure what I'll do about it. I could try restarting my laptop, but that doesn't really seem to do anything anymore. What's been happening recently, I've noticed, is that I shut it down. Like, I close Chrome, I close all my stuff, right? And I shut it down. And then when I turn it back on again in the morning, it just resumes exactly where I was, as if I put it on sleep mode, which isn't very nice, because that's not what I'm asking. It's not doing what I'm telling it to do, and I wish it would just do what I wanted. So I don't know why that's happening. And I haven't looked it up, which I probably should, but I haven't. Because, I'm not that mad about it. I'm only a little bit mad. Yeah, but maybe one day I'll find out what the problem is. Probably not all too soon, but someday. Or maybe it'll magically fix itself. Everything in my life just seems to magically fix itself. In a matter of days. So, I don't think I need to worry. Um, did I mention Metal Gear Solid earlier? And then yeah, and then I stopped myself, I think. Metal Gear Solid, I've nearly finished. Or at least I'm pretty sure I've nearly finished. It feels like I'm getting to some kind of end game of Metal Gear Solid 2. Where I'm on the digital platform thing, you know, I'm fighting against a whole armada of Metal Gear Rays. I'm actually not sure how many I'm gonna have to fight because I've forgotten what difficulty I put the game on. It might have been normal. I'm pretty sure I'm on normal difficulty, which means I'm gonna have to beat like 7 Rays. But I'm not very good, so I keep getting killed by the first trio that pops up. But you know, every time I get stuck on Metal Gear, I just like persevere for ages and ages, and eventually I get it done. This kind of end game stage that I'm at with Metal Gear is really fucking cool. Like how I'm gonna spoil the end of, I guess, ending. I'm not sure. I don't know how it ends. I'm talking about the Raiden stuff. Just by the way, because let's go for the Persia. Yeah, I'm talking about the Raiden stuff because I haven't played Metal Gear Solid on the PS1, so it didn't give me the tanker mission to start the game out with. It just skips boop straight to Raiden. So I don't know when I get to play the tanker stuff as Solid Snake. But you know, I'm fine with Raiden. Raiden has grown on me. You know, since this has been my first experience with actually playing Metal Gear. You know, I haven't got that I haven't got Lee Ebig Snake EXDDD stuck in my brain hole. I'm gonna have to tap my head twice in a minute. So you know, I'm fine with Raiden. Initially, I was kind of upset that I didn't get to play the Snake, but Raiden's definitely grown on me a whole bunch, and I feel like, you know, Raiden's a pretty good place to drop in to the Metal Gear Solid franchise because he doesn't know fucking anything and he has to have it all explained to him, which is pretty cool. Really, I'm really learning about all those all them conspiracies and those multiple layers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Really, it's really making me think. It's really activating my almonds. I can't help but feel like I'm gonna get through all of the stuff that I recorded in that session that I deleted a few months ago in this episode. I don't know. I'm not sure what's telling me that. It might be how short the races are, but something is telling me that, oh shit, something is telling me that I might not have too much trouble getting through everything that I've already done within this 15 minutes, which means that I might have to delete these 3 episodes again. No, I won't. I've decided I don't care too much. But you know, it might end up being that I have to delete everything again because it's not synced up right, and that would not make me a very happy bunny. I would be an upset bunny, you could say. At least I have a whisper bar now to calm me down. That's nice. But yeah, I'm not really sure what fixed the Elgato while I was recording PGR. You know, I can't really think of anything I did different apart from like closing and reopening the program, which I've already done with this today. So before I start, just before I started recording. So I'm not entirely sure if that's worked, but I guess we'll find out. You know, if this episode is dropping frames left, right, and center, and you know the sound is at least a minute different from how it is on the video, and the video doesn't match up with anything I'm saying at all, then that's when you know that something's gone awry. But if nothing's gone awry, then it's fine. And I should have, really, what I should have done is remembered that today was a day that I was planning to record on before I got home from school, and just hopped on the recording stuff, because I haven't got anything planned to talk about. And since, you know, this is rallying, and there's not a lot of other cars to race against, the whole business of coming up with commentary is giving me a little bit of trouble. How about I'll talk about a YouTube channel that I'm not involved with in any way, but it's one of the ones that sort of inspired me to make my own Let's Plays a little bit. I mean, I always wanted to, for a while, I've wanted to do my own Let's Plays and YouTube stuff. But Kamikaze Games has recently begun a Let's Play of Need for Speed Underground 1. And I'm fine with that. You know, that's cool. Need for Speed Underground 1, good game. Oh, I have an RS200 now. I'm gonna have to drive that. But I'm already playing it. You're not allowed to play the same game that another YouTuber is playing ever. Obviously, that's totally the way it works. You know, I have the authority. I'm a bigger channel than him. I'm a bigger boy. I'm not either of those things. Shh. Yeah. Well, you know, the reason I found Kamikaze Games, I feel like this is something I should leave for another game. You know, the game that's more relevant. But you know, it's in my mind now, so I might as well bring it up. The reason I found Kamikaze Games, and he's a good channel, would recommend. The reason I found him was because of Juice 2 Hot Import Nights. For, I think, about a term, maybe even more, before I got to sixth form. This would have been in like probably year 10, maybe early year 11. You know, maybe even as far back as year 9, sometime around then. I managed to get myself obsessed with the idea of buying Juice 2 Hot Import Nights because I thought the title was funny. So, you know, I'd go on. It became more than just me. You know, I'm not super autistic and crazy annoying, but it was, we had a good laugh about the Juice 2s and the Hots. You know, it's warm, it's from Japan, it's not during the day, that kind of stuff. You know, just come up with that every so often. And eventually I decided, because all I knew at that point was the name of it, so I decided to look into, you know, gameplay and a Let's Play in that. And I found out that it's a game that not very many people like, because apparently it's not as good as the first Juice. But the first Juice I've got now as well as Juice 2, and to be honest, I've kind of had more fun with my experience with Juice 2 than I have had playing the first Juice. The first Juice has, you know, shitty handling, and that's the main criticism I can come up with right now. But Juice 2, you know, at least it's consistent. You know, when you turn a car around a corner, it won't just spin automatically if it's anything except, you know, front wheel drive, and even they spin a lot. You know, the cars are more balanced, you know, all that kind of stuff. And the first Juice doesn't really have that. Anyway, I'll continue this story in the next episode, but the point is, Kamikaze Games was a channel that I came across when I was interested in watching a Let's Play of Juice 2 Hot Import Nights. He just happened to be midway through uploading his, so I ended up getting really into that, and now I watch most of his stuff. Even though NASCAR's not something I'm really interested in, you know, I still dig it. You know what I'm saying? All right, next week another crossover, and then finally, do the main point of a rally game, which is actually rallying. And that'll be the first time. So I didn't quite get through everything I've already done, but near enough.